Hi, my name is Mason Dukacek. I'm a business consultant and co-author of the book Sales Utopia: How to Get the Right People Doing the Right Things Enough Times. I put this short video together and others like it to share ideas that I thought might be helpful. If you're an employer who wants to make sure that job applicants have the basic learned skills necessary to safely complete their assigned duties, then you might want to consider using a pre-employment test for assessing basic skills. Why would you want to use a psychometric test for something like that? Your employees are a reflection of you and your company, and it doesn't look good to your current or future customers when they can't do basic math, spelling, vocabulary, or problem solving. Your current or potential customers aren't likely to ask, what's the matter with that particular employee if they lack basic skills. They're more likely to ask, what's wrong with your company? Because to them, the employee they come in contact with is the company. In more cities than most folks would like to admit, a high school diploma doesn't necessarily mean that an individual has an adequate education and the skills to do the work you need accomplished. There are lots of good employment tests for basic skills. I'll give you a look at one of my personal favorites, the Johnston Index, so you have an idea of how they work. It's a 48-item, 15-minute timed pre-employment test that provides you with a numerical score that reflects the proficiency of your job applicants in problem solving, mathematics, vocabulary, and spelling. It costs less than what you typically spend on an hour's worth of wages, and because the Johnston Index is timed, it's common and acceptable for applicants to not finish answering all the questions. The scores for each skill being measured range from 1 all the way to 12, and the higher scores are better. In addition to receiving numerical scores on reports like this, it's common for the better employment tests, like this one, to give you a brief explanation of what you can expect from an applicant with those levels of competence too. Notice how there's a quick summary under each trait, describing their skill set. The Johnston Index in particular is not a test or gauge of IQ, mental ability, or mental alertness. That's why I demonstrated it for you. It can be a mistake to assume that because someone is intelligent that they will do a great job. It's not a mistake to assume that they will struggle if they don't possess some basic necessary skills. The beauty of a basic skills employment test is that it does reflect an applicant's proficiency at the time of administration and assumes that a person can improve their scores through self-study or formal classroom participation. I hope you have found this video helpful. Get access to more free videos at www.reverseriskconsulting.com.